All right, well, real quick, let's do some news.
Oh, yeah. We're gonna do some news.
And your news being sponsored by
Martin Jetco Heating and Air Conditioning, more reliable than your news source.
That's not nice, but okay. I know the story of it. You guys were in your formidable years during this. 1982, the Tylenol murders.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you remember when that was happening?
Absolutely. Scared the hell out of me, man.
Do you know the Tylenol murders? Do you
Yeah,
know
we
about it?
talked about it on the show because that's what the tamper
Yeah.
thing.
Tamper-proof,
That's what started it.
Yeah, they started putting tamper-proof seals on medicines because of this.
Yeah.
And
And food, too. A lot of food products, too, yeah.
And you know it was never solved.
Right. And how many people actually died? Do we remember? Did they get it down?
I think it was just a couple.
I thought it was like,
a couple, 2, 3.
Yeah, that's what
Seven.
I thought. Wow.
7.
Wow.
7 people died in the Chicago area.
Yeah.
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 It was all in the Chicago area. Nobody was brought to justice for it.
Yeah.
But they had a suspect.
Really?
They had a suspect, a guy named James Lewis, and he just died. James Lewis, the sole suspect in the 1982 Tylenol murders. Now, if you remember when this was going on, I mean, people were terrified.
Oh, yeah.
Like you taking medication, you buy it at a Walgreens or whatever, and people were dying because they were laced with cyanide.
Yeah. We were throwing stuff out of your medicine cabinet
Right.
you bought, 3 weeks prior to even hearing the story. You threw stuff away
Oh,
that
wow.
you already purchased because you didn't know.
It's frightening.
Isn't that wild to think that was going on? Like, hey, throw all your medicines away.
Yeah.
Because we don't know. Somebody is literally terrorizing.
Right.
Now, it's the Chicago area, so I'm not sure. Did it kind of spread out from there? I mean, St. Louis is close enough. I understand.
Oh, it was a national story.
So
big
it was
time.
national.
Yeah, it was national. Yeah, I don't know how many cases they found of being tampered with outside of Chicago, but the story was nationwide.
So James Lewis, the sole suspect in the Tylenol murders, found dead in Boston on Sunday. He was 76. 7 people in the Chicago area died after taking Tylenol. Tylenol, potassium cyanide-laced Tylenol capsules. This was 1982.
Wow.
He was suspected of tampering with the medicine bottles after sending an extortion letter to Tylenol's manufacturer, Johnson & Johnson. And investigators thought, like, this guy was seeking revenge after his 5-year-old daughter died in 1974 when the Johnson & Johnson sutures used to fix a heart defect, like, tore. And she died because of that.
Wow.
So he did spend 13 years in prison for extortion, but he denied that he was ever the Tylenol killer, and now he's dead.
Wow.
But I can't imagine that.
The panic. I mean,
Right.
I just can't imagine. But also the idea that would even cross somebody's mind to do. You know what I'm saying? Like for the first time, like nothing like that had happened, maybe, or at least
Right.
nationally like that. And I mean, how evil do you have to be to go? All right, I'm going to tamper with something that a
To
lot
a
of people
person,
use.
I have.
Yeah.
I don't even know who the person is, and I'm doing this, and they could end up dying from. And you could even possibly end up knowing the person. You could kill a relative that walked in and bought the stuff.
Yeah, they did not care.
Yeah, incredible.
What's your favorite curse word?
The F word.
Is it the F word? Anybody have a favorite curse word?
I say son of a bitch a lot.
Yeah, on the air.
Do you have a favorite curse word? I love them all.
Yeah, and you know who does curse words the best? British people.
Oh,
Because it sounds like Ricky Gervais is doing it, and it's like they put F in front of everything.
It's poetic.
It's
I'm not sure if I should
poetic.
be
It's-
insulted
Yes,
or
it's
happy.
beautiful the way they say it. It just flows.
Yeah.
Such a nice sound.
You have a favorite curse word, Moon?
Man, I'm trying to think. I mean, I guess I don't know, dude. I don't know. You know what? I'll say this. It's phasal. You know.
I think so too. Like it depends on like how I'm feeling.
Yeah, like
Yeah.
I mean, a year
yeah.
may go by
Oh,
where
yeah.
I'm just
You
like
may have just
blasting
made that
one.
word up, phasal. I'm not even sure if that's
Yeah.
a word.
No, sure.
Yeah.
Like
Anyway,
MF is super good.
Whether you're frustrated or you just hurt yourself, what's the one that's the most satisfying to scream?
Yes.
Well, there are plenty, obviously we can't say on the radio, but this one we can. So a mathematician in England used an algorithm to come up with the perfect new swear word. So she took a list of 186, narrowed it down to the 45 best ones in her opinion, and used an algorithm to create a new word that's supposed to be the ultimate curse word.
Oh, God.
Yes.
What could it be?
So what is it? And for now, we could say this on the radio.
Oh.
Yeah.
So the algorithm said the ideal swear word has 4 letters and starts with a B. Apparently, because there were more B words on this list than any other letter.
All right.
Then it also has to have an ER tacked onto the end. Right? So if you throw an ER on the end of a curse word, I guess it's got more of a bite to it. And according to the algorithm, this is science, guys, science and math.
Yes.
Believe in science, right? We were told to believe in science.
Absolutely.
This is science.
Yeah.
The ultimate swear word is banger.
Banger.
That's the ultimate swear word.
Ah, banger.
And most people are like, this is not good. This is not. This is
Banger you.
this,
Yeah.
this
Go banger yourself.
Even the mathematician admitted it's not as satisfying as some of the top real swear words people use.
Yeah.
She's still tweaking the algorithm though, so maybe it'll come up with a better one someday.
Yeah. I think it's been pretty much figured out. I think the F word.
It's just
It's
pretty.
effective.
And what's nice about the F word, it's negative, it's positive, it's joyous, it fits.
Depends on how you use it.
Absolutely,
Yeah.
it fits every
It's really a
Verb.
category. Yes,
It's a real
Yes.
utility player.
It really is. You can go to it at any time, and it fits the bill.
And it
What
gets
else can you say about it?
And when you're on stage, Moon, when you say the F word, the
Crowd goes crazy.
crowd goes crazy.
Crowd goes crazy.
Oh, man.
It's
I tend not to.
celebratory.
I
Yes.
tend not to, but I know what you're saying.
People get so excited. I mean, has there not been a radio personality in this building that the minute they are doing a stage intro, they don't use the F word?
It's such a hacky
So
thing.
cheesy.
It's so cheesy.
I'm guilty of it.
I've
I've done
done
it.
it. Yeah.
I've done it.
Hate to
I
use the
don't do
word,
it.
but it makes me cringe.
I don't do it anymore, but do you do it?
I don't
Have you
do it.
ever done it?
Never.
You have flipped the bird on Rolling Stone magazine's cover, though.
Yeah, you did that.
Oh, well, there's that.
Yeah.
But that's not verbally saying the word.
No, but that's a visual. That's a visual.
Miming it.
Yeah.
That's different.
That's sign language,
That's
John.
different. There's
It's
more
different.
utility there.
Sure.
You go out on a stage and you go, St. Louis with the
I've done it. I've done it.
Cool. You just put yourself in the biggest group there
And I
is.
hate myself for it.
Sure.
And I would like to apologize.
You're forgiven.
I am not apologizing. It was awesome.
You're forgiven.
And people are like,
It's a hacky thing to do.
no, but because
Yeah.
we can't say it. And so it's almost like seeing a teacher at a bar. Like when you hear an air personality use any sort of profanity in a relaxed setting and you go, this person's more like me than I thought.
Yeah.
You know?
But I'm in the audience and somebody does that. I do cringe.
Oh, John.
Because it's like I know
Yeah,
what
you
they're
go, "Come
doing
on, you're
there.
clever."
They're trying. Yeah, it's just like you said, Rizz. It's trite and.
But
Now I was I was with some younger people not long ago
Some
my
youngins?
God.
yeah, like 40, 50.
playing softball. Okay.
Okay.
And they had music playing on the bench.
Oh,
And the F word was every other word in this music.
Yeah.
And I'm like, I'm looking around going, is anybody else kind of like somewhat offended? I'm not a prude. I mean, yeah, men, women, young people never
No.
gave, they don't even flinch. It's like, I mean, it was filthy stuff too. And it's,
okay,
it
so
does
It was
kinda-
using every utility of the word.
yes.
So
yes.
I think
Women's
okay.
body parts included.
What?
Who are you from The Who has the F word in it.
yeah, it has, one time.
absolutely. One time.
That's art.
And it ran for the million years, and finally somebody goes, they're saying the F word during that
It's
song.
clear.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah,
clear as
and
day.
they,
by the
they
way.
took it out.
There were a few
Midnight
more.
Rendezvous at the very end of the
Oh
baby
yeah,
song.
took that
Yes.
out. Steve Miller, Funky Going Down in the City.
That's the
That
S
was the
word.
S word.
Yeah.
That stayed for years. And somebody goes, you know what he's saying? You can hear it perfectly clear every time he'd sing it.
Now, when I play that baby song, that still is in there.
Is
No,
it?
no,
At the
it's
very
not.
end.
Yes, it is. At the very end,
It's
is.
very distant. It's
Oh,
trailing
okay.
down, right?
Yeah.
Like, it's not as
I want
loud.
it
You better get
Yeah.
that out of here before somebody's
Yeah.
offended.
Yeah.
And there are a couple others that are in our catalog at the radio station.
Yeah.
That I
Couple
play on
things that-
Sundays
yeah.
that management doesn't know about, and
Yeah.
I just let
It's
them
better that way.
fly.
Same with Monday Night Metal. There's a couple Metallica songs
you
that
think?
just
Yeah.
fly under the radar.
But again, it's just one time in the song. This was constant.
Right.
Yeah.
You know, it's just such a turnoff.
Yeah. Listen, I'll have music on in my car, and I mean, some of the more modern songs do have
Yeah.
filthy language. And,
Yeah.
But I
and then my kids are so
I view
numb
it-
to it.
Yeah, a lot
right,
of, yeah.
that's the danger of
Right.
it, I think. Like numbing the next generation down. We just keep dumbing ourselves down sometimes, generation after generation.
Right.
But I was going to say about I look at it in music the same way you look at it if somebody gets on a stage and says it.
Yeah.
Well, like the advent of cable and all that, you watch cable, and that's all they're using.
Well,
it's nonstop. And before you couldn't even, the censors would come into what you could say and couldn't say, and now it's just
And my mind, maybe this is an old school way of thinking, doing a podcast or whatever. Hey, man, it's a podcast, it's not on, FCC regulated airwaves. You could curse. I go, wow.
Yeah, but you appreciate when they don't. And not for the fact that they're not cursing, but the fact that they don't feel they need to.
Absolutely.
You know
if it comes out, it comes out. But just to do it for the...
Just to do it.
If that's truly the best use of the word, as a writer in music, I don't care if it's rap, rock, country, whatever, as a writer, every single word, I am overthinking every single word, every syllable, every delivery. It all has to mean something. It has to be the best word, the best syllable in this moment. And rarely is that a curse word. I've used one curse word in any Greek Fire song ever. One.
The new Olivia Rodrigo song, Vampire, she uses the F word, and it's perfect. And it's very deliberate. She says
over
fame.
and over? Or?
No, it's in the chorus, and it's fame effer. And it's just such an angry song that it exudes that emotion that you're going into her head with.
And when they play that on the radio, they do the beep.
I actually haven't heard it edited yet.
Yeah, you wonder how much of that, they catch.
Somebody said in Hey Jude. Paul says the F word in Hey Jude.
I'm not familiar with that.
Yeah. Well, it's in the background.
Well, the B word is in what's the song? Chubby Checker or whatever.
When he's going off in a kind of a he's going. I can see how much somebody might think that.
He says, effing hell.
He does.
It says immediately afterwards, let her under your skin. McCartney quietly says, effing hell.
Never heard that.
I gotta play this.
I mean, even the oldies, there's bombs all over the place.
You know the twist by Chubby Checker?
Sure.
Yeah.
Have you ever heard the B word?
Have you ever heard the B word?
Because you will now.
Here we go.
Holy cow.
Come on, little bitch.
No.
Come on, little bitch. And do the twist.
Holy
That's
cow.
great.
Had no idea. I had no idea,
It's come on, little miss. But
I was going to say, it sounds like he's slurring.
Come on, little bitch.
But now you're going to hear it.
Right.
Hey, what's going on airplanes? We have all these reports of just people behaving badly.
Losing their minds.
Another one on British Airways, a flight from London to St. Lucia. A male passenger last Monday broke a wine bottle and used the jagged edge to stab another passenger.
Oh, my God.
Yeah.
Shanked him. Wow.
Didn't get enough peanuts. Yeah.
He said peanuts.
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 It's just to make sure.
So the crew had to detain the guy and keep him subdued for an hour and 20 minutes before landing. A witness says suddenly there's blood all over the cabin. Nobody knew how gruesome it was going to get. Witnessing that in such a confined space and not knowing if or how the bloodshed was going to end was horrific.
Wow. Right. Now, what should happen to that guy?
They should have thrown him off the plane, off the plane.
No.
But jail.
Absolutely.
Assault.
He should be in prison.
Attempted murder.
Yeah, he should be in prison for a minimum of 10 years.
Yeah, I think
10
if something
years.
happens on a plane, that whatever normally the fine or punishment would be on the ground should be doubled.
Yeah,
Absolutely.
I agree.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
But you go after somebody with a broken wine bottle or something, you go to prison. You don't say, well, you can't fly, Trans World Airlines anymore. It's like, you go to prison.
TW.
Hey, man,
that was a good airline. It was based here in St. Louis, man.
Ozark. Put me on an Ozark flight, would you?
What happened was some reports blame the airline for serving this guy, quote, an endless supply of alcohol during the 9-hour flight.
Oh, it's their fault with his actions. Okay.
Well, maybe no glass on board an airplane would be a good idea.
Yeah.
Don't you say no drinking on airlines.
No, I didn't say that. No.
Look out. Need to loosen up a little bit.
First they took away our cigarettes, and then our booze.
Listen, I remember.
Can you believe that? We used to sit and smoke in
Oh, my God.
I remember the seats used to have the
ashtrays in them.
Now the argument too for that when they got rid of that was now it's like an enclosed system as far as the air, where, as before they were filtering it. So like the smokers are like, in the old days when we could smoke, it was actually cleaner air in the airline.
Yeah. Dream on.
Yeah, right.
Smell like an ashtray.
Yeah, no. And finally, police are looking for the woman who stole a $7,000 monkey from a pet store in Miami last Friday. Surveillance video shows the woman walk off with Pepe, a 5-week-old marmoset monkey. She just plucked the damn thing out of the cage and just walked right out of the store.
I mean, I understand it.
You understand it?
Yeah, I mean, I would steal adorable animals as well.
So I should watch my monkey around you? Is that what you're saying?
Yes.
Is this a like an actual theft, or is it like one of those liberation things?
Oh, no, it's an actual theft.
Okay.
Liberation. Free the monkeys.
Dude, I knew.